Hey everybody, welcome back to another review of myafterschooltoys.com. Today I wanted to do a huge review, and what better to do a review of than the original 1979 Kenner Star Wars Millennium Falcon. So first we're going to take a look at the bottom of it, and then we'll flip it open, flip the top open, and look at all the features inside. So let's look at what we've got on the bottom here, and we'll zoom in a little bit. You can see there's molded circuitry on the outside. Little panels of mechanics. Then right here, see if I can get it to where you can see it. 1979 Kenner products. So this is the original Millennium Falcon. The one you could buy right after the movies came out. The first movie came out. So let's look at some of the features here. The landing gear that you can see here. This all flipped down inside like that. And these feet flip in, push in, like that. And then you had this hatch, which opens up, and then when we flip it over the other way, we'll get a better look at it. But this, of course, was the exit hatch on the Millennium Falcon. So that's the bottom. Not too many features on the bottom, except for those molded parts there. But let's flip it over and look at the top. Okay, so we looked at the underside of the Millennium Falcon, and now we're going to explore some of the features on top. And first we'll just start with the outer hull here. You can see there was a lot of molded detail in it. Actually quite a good replica of the one used in the movie. And we see the turret on the top here. And we have the dish on the top. And we'll check out the canopy in just a minute, the cockpit there. Okay, so let's look inside of our Millennium Falcon and check out some of the features. So the top part just removed like this, and we can see inside. And first off, we'll see Luke there manning the gun, and this was kind of cool. It had a noise feature, so you could turn it and a little piece of plastic on the bottom of it would click. So there's Luke. And then we can also see the hatch that we saw from the underside that opened up so that they could escape out onto the ground there. And then you see the chess table, also used in the Star Wars movie in that famous scene with Chewbacca and C-3PO. Very good. And then over here is where the training droid was. And unfortunately, I don't have the training droid piece. Still looking for that, but I'll get one of those soon. But that was the arm that held it. And then we have the hidden floor here. And inside we have C-3PO and R2-D2. And then there were pegs all throughout the ship part so that you could actually stand up the characters on the pegs like that. So there's all those kinds of little features inside. And then there was a cardboard lining on the wall with all kinds of circuitry and gadgets on it. So that was very cool. There was lots of little features inside of it, and it's nowhere near scale to the one in the movie, obviously. But for a condensed version, it was really, really cool. And then we'll go ahead and flip this around here. Take a look at the front cockpit. One thing I always found weird about this, even as a kid, was it didn't open from front to back. It has a side hatch here that opens up. So it's actually connected right there on the side. Inside we got Han and Chewie. And there's their dashboards. Very cool. And we'll look at some of the other features, some of the circuitry along the front. As well as the power engines in the back. So yeah, overall, very, very cool toy. I love the Millennium Falcon. As a kid, it was like the prized possession if you got one of these. Everybody wanted the Millennium Falcon. And man, what a bunch of adventures we took it on. Not just with Star Wars figures, but we'd have G.I. Joes interact with them and all kinds of stuff. So it was a lot of fun. and I'm glad to have it as part of our collection. So we have this toy and many other toys at myafterschooltoys.com. If you would like to come check us out, there's just 80s toys like you wouldn't believe on there, especially as far as action figures go. So if there's a particular toy you like to play with as a child, you can come check them out there. Not only do we have pictures from our own archive of the toys, but we also have the commercials from the 1980s on there, so you can check out the toy and the commercial as well. So that's our YouTube review of the 1979 Kenner Millennium Falcon, and we will be back with another review very soon. Check us out at myafterschooltoys.com.